Hey there farmers, welcome back to another cool video from yours truly, Red Knight the Heyday Farmer. Now today's video is all about the Heyday birthday. That's right everybody, Heyday is not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 years old. So happy birthday Heyday, and I really hope that we can spend another wonderful year with you. In fact, this year is going really great so far. We've got lots of new items in the last update that made this event much more interesting for me, if not more challenging. Now, what did we have to do? Well, it's a very simple one. We just had to fill out a load of orders for lots of customers, and we sent those orders to them by using the truck. If we did a certain number of trucks, we would get the event goals, and there were 5 in total. Now, you only needed to do the first event goal to qualify for the beautiful decoration for the birthday. So that was 4 trucks, and then bang, 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 you would get that little decoration once the event was over. That's if we reach the global total. Now that's where you need lots of people around the world really putting in a lot of time and energy with these kind of events. So that's a lot of production, that's a lot of feed and a lot of harvesting that is required just to fill all of these orders. Now, do you need to fill all of the orders? No, you don't. You have the option, if you wanted to actually rip them off, and then a new order will come back a little bit later. Now, I ripped off so many of these orders that I did not want to do, especially for some of the new products. Now, in most cases, even if I would not normally do them, I still did them. And I loved these ones that gave me the vouchers. So I got rid of so much jewelry and so many bars of metal, and I picked up a heck of a lot of actual vouchers, which I can then use to buy lures in the fishing area, or maybe even some decoration or a few new pets if I wanted to get some of those a little bit later. Now, you're not the only one doing these events. As I said, there are other people. Now, you don't have to rip off all those orders. You can ask your neighborhood for help. So I would do this during the event. I would say to my hoodies, hey, I need some help. I need this item. Does anybody have it? You've got it, then you do it, and then you get those beautiful little event prezzies like the one you just saw that came up. Now, with the last update, we got a wonderful in-neighborhood trading system. Now, there are limitations to it. You can only request a certain number of items within a specific amount of time. So in some ways, it's rather limiting, but it does allow you to get a few extra resources much more safely than, say, buying through your roadside stall. So if you have got a difficult order, someone happens to be in your roadside stall, you start supporting each other through that, there's a strong possibility that someone will jump in and take it. But with the new trading system, you can pass items directly over within that time frame and then support each other more effectively. Now, the roadside stall is a great way of picking up resources, especially when you've got lots of friends. So with the event, we'll look around people who are your level and above for some of the items. So start off with your farm, go up and down looking at different farms, and then do that stall hopping. You can pick up a lot of good products. Even if it is full price, it doesn't matter. It's all about doing these trucks and then getting the coins and experience and getting that beautiful little decoration. Now, I must admit, I spent a lot of money on this event. I also spent a lot of money on the update, buying 2 new machines, which allowed me to then produce more goods. Now, the update included a lot of new products, and this is where the challenge came in, because I had a lot of products coming up on that order board for items that I hadn't even made yet, because I was still producing, or should I say still growing, my green tea leaves and my onions. Now, I'm lucky at the moment, I've got sufficient in stock, so it's not such a problem anymore. But during the first few days of the update, wow, was it a challenge, and I had to rip off so many of those orders. Now, at the same time, my derby is ongoing, and like you can see here, I've got a boat that's due in very soon. So I've got the materials for that one ready as well. So I had a really challenging time because I was doing a derby task as well as doing all the products for my actual truck as well. Now later on I would change and I would pick up lots of truck tasks as well, which actually killed two birds with one stone. So not only do I do the actual truck event, I also did the derby task at exactly the same time. So every event truck counted towards one of the ones I needed for the derby. So I got a lot of points out of this, which allowed me to complete all of my tasks with a good score by the end of the week, especially since I was slightly behind because of being very busy. Now, with all of these new products, it was rather challenging, as I said. Now, for you guys who are of a lower level, remember that you've got your hoodies to support you, so anybody who's higher will often have the items you need. However, when it came to new items, I found that they were just almost non-existent, so we're having to produce them all ourselves. But was it a challenge? To a certain extent, no, because I would just rip them off like that one, and then just do the ones I can do. Now, at the end of the day, I do like these events because it gives me lots of little rewards. Now, you just saw there that the first reward was for some expansion materials for the town. So you get expansion materials at each of the thresholds. It could be for your farm, it could be for your town. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So not only do you get the coins and XP, but you get the actual prizes as well for each of those little goalposts you're aiming for. Now, sometimes it would be more vouchers. Perfect, I love those vouchers. I can do a spot of fishing, or I could buy a new pet, or even some more decoration for my designs that I do. Other ones would include saws and axes, and I do like those as well. Nice little rewards, allowing me to chop down my allowing me to chop down my dead trees and my bushes as well. Now, do you have to do all of the trucks? No, you don't. Did you have to finish? No, you didn't. It was only those four you needed to compete. Like I said, there are millions of players around the world doing this event, and it was not that challenging after all. Now, I do like the decoration. I do like these events. As I said, okay, my coinage went up quite drastically. I'm kind of happy about that because I spent a lot of money, as I said. My experience points have gone up, taking me closer to level 102. Now, how many trucks did I do? Well, for the event, I did the 100 that I required, and I'll tap on that now, and you can see, there they go. So with 1 day, 19 hours left on the clock, so I can still produce a lot more, and I did. I think in total, I did about 140. Now, the goal was 149 million, and with 1 day, 19 hours, we had 110 million on the clock. There's the mayor holding that beautiful decoration, and the clock is still ticking around. Lots of people, friends, and hoods doing the contributions there. So don't worry, it was really, really awesome. We had a lot of people supporting. Absolutely fantastic. Now, last year we got this beautiful little decoration you can see there in the image. This year we got something else. The global goal was achieved with 20 hours left on the clock, which means that the postman should be making a delivery, and there it is. So, hi Ricky, thanks to all your lovely shipments. The birthday celebrations were amusing. Thank you for everything and your participation, and here is your cool decoration. So that's gone into my storage. Now, what I'm going to do is to redesign this area, and I'm going to place it down here in this corner. So let's scroll on down, find that special decoration, squeeze past last year's birthday cake, and find out what it's called. Now, I did like this decoration. It's a beautiful little fountain. There's last year's birthday cake with Chick Norris inside. Now, I wonder, will Chick Norris be inside this decoration or not? I hope not, because Chick Norris sticking his head up from the chocolate's not so cool. But one chocolate fountain, everybody. Now, these fountains are really popular here in Japan, and I do like eating from them. Now, we also had the opportunity during this event to buy some diamond birthday packs, and I bought one of those diamond birthday packs as a request from one of my fans. So here we go, I'm paying for it now. So three choices. You get some balloons for the first one, you get that beautiful little piñata for the second one, or you can get the bouncy castle. Now, I was asked to buy the bouncy castle, so I've spent 4,800 of my money on this. Not a problem, don't worry, I don't mind. Gave me 1,500 gems, which I can use later. But you had three chances there of picking up some really limited edition decoration. So if you do buy gems, perfect way of getting a decoration as well at the same time. So nice, I actually do like that. Now, very expensive, as you've just seen for me here in Japan, but the prices do vary depending on where you are around the world. Now, scrolling down, looking for where that decoration is, and I'm going to place it out here just next to my actual fountain. And then what I'm going to redo, I'm going to redesign my actual golden area here just behind. So in a moment I'm going to completely change that design, put my castle in there, set it up for the party, and have a really beautiful design, which I think you will like. Now, I do like this castle because it's very special. Now, last year, Chick Norris was inside the cake. This year, Chick Norris is inside the bouncy castle, and I'm going to show you him in a second because it's really cool and I like it a lot. Okay, right, let's just have a look. So remember, you can buy the pack here. It's pack number 3, 1500 gems plus the bouncy castle, 4800 for me in Japan. But what's behind this image now? Let's go and have a look. So welcome to my birthday hideaway, everybody. So happy birthday again to the Heyday team and to the Heyday game. You have created a wonderful game and I really do appreciate this. So here we are, everybody. That one beautiful little bouncy castle in the center, some balloons around the outside, nice little present there, and the actual prize from the event as well. Now what I want to do is to show you. Now to actually get Chick Norris, you need to tap the actual bouncy castle, and if you tap the bouncy castle, guess what, everybody, he's going to bounce up into the air. So in a moment, as I just zoom out and adjust the screen for you, I will tap on him and then you can see. So remember, you have to tap on the castle. If you don't tap on the castle, he will not appear. It doesn't matter how often you watch it or how long for. There he goes, tapping on the castle, and he jumps up. And oh my goodness me, does that look so awesome. I love this decoration. So even though it cost me a bit of money to get it, I do get the gems and I get the decoration that allows it to bounce up and down. That was absolutely fantastic. Okay, right, now the choice is yours, everybody. As I said, you've got 3 packs there if you want to go and buy them. You don't have to. You don't have to buy these packs just to get the decoration. If you are someone who buys gems regularly, then why not go for those 3 packs at the same time? Design something, set up your farm in a beautiful way so it looks like this. Place your bouncy castle with the balloons, with any other decoration you got into a wonderful area, and show off that chocolate fountain. Show off that decoration. Let the world see. Okay, right, my name is Red Knight. I am a camcord streamer and I also have my account on YouTube. So don't forget to subscribe, like, share, follow, and I will see you in either of those locations. So have a happy day now, everybody, and catch you all later. Goodbye.